My name is Maher. I'm a director of photography. I actually started with features. Usually you start doing student films, music videos or anything, but I got lucky, and because I was a focus puller for a very long time, I met the right people, so I went straight into the feature world. Right now I'm shooting mainly commercials around the world. I'm based in Berlin, but I never shoot in Germany. I always travel to China, America, I don't know, South Africa, anywhere. And that's my main business. I was always into the technique. I was lucky because the rental house, they could only afford one trainee, and they already had a trainee, but I really wanted to learn. So I said, listen, I will work for free, because I had a well-paid job before, so it wasn't about the money. And the good thing was that the guy who got paid, he had to really drive the trucks and carry equipment and this and that, so he had a job. But because I gotten paid, they didn't pay me, so they taught me. So I was really sitting there and dismantling cameras. Really, I learned all the lenses and everything, and this was important. I was really lucky. I worked with Darius Konji and all the big ones as a focus puller, so I really learned. This to me was the best film school, that I could have ever done. I mean, I knew Sony, of course, since many years, and I had one person especially who helped me out on a feature film where we needed a small compact camera. So Sony really helped me, and they got me a small f3 with a PL mount. They just came out, so they really helped us with prototypes and everything. And then after many years, last year, Sebastian, he called me and he said, listen, we have a great new camera and I want you to try it if you don't mind. And then I was interested because it's always, for me, I'm a technic geek. I love that stuff. And I said, yeah, I'll do that. But I'm not going to do this at any rental house with setup lights and charts and everything like this. I want it in the real world. I really want to see what the camera is capable of. And I was really impressed from day one on that. I thought wow, it's not a Sony. It's a really cool camera, Before everything, Sony to me was always the television world. But this for me was the first cinematic camera. I was really impressed. And then I decided to buy a Venice for myself. And it was great. And then after I had this camera, and I was like, wow, it's fun, it's actually great. And since I always shoot 2 or 3 camera setups, I decided to buy a second one. No, I'm a big fan now, I must say. I remember there was one job, a Cadillac commercial in China. And the agency said, no, we don't want to shoot on a Sony camera because everything in China is shot on Alexa cameras. And so I convinced them to do a test because I needed, because everything was shooting at night in exterior locations with the Russian arm to them through Shenzhen, and everything had to be available light. So I needed the 2,500 ASA of the Venice. So I shot a test to convince them that the camera is fine enough to shoot. And then after we finished the commercial and they saw the commercial, the agency actually made the rule that all car commercials coming out of their agency have to be shot on a Sony Venice. Go to film school if you want to. There are great film schools these days, but you should always remember that it's a craft. You really need to touch the camera. You really need to understand what it's about. It's magic, You have a toy that does the job for you. Even if you go to film school, try to be a trainee at a rental house. Try to work your way up. You get so much more out of it if you understand every single position, if you understand what this team is all about, because it's not you making the film on your own, it's the team.